Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history.
Materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Redington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Redington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center specialists at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center specialists at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Redington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Redington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Redington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Redington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information, or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center specialists at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Good afternoon and welcome to Kai's Field here in Fairfield. Rick Dougal and Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Inc. broadcast booth. Epic View Sports Network presentation of high school basketball. How about baseball? We got the Lawrence Bulldogs hosting the Gardiner Tigers. Yeah, we just saw the Gardiner Tigers the other day. Actually, we was originally scheduled to be over in Waterville as the Panthers were taking on John Bapst, but they moved that game to 7 o'clock over at Colby. And this game, this Lawrence game got moved to here. It was supposed to be in Gardiner. And 4 o'clock starts. We said, hey, let's do the 4 o'clock game. Our game is brought to you by Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, Derigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Hammond Lumber Company online at hammondlumber.com. E.S. Boulos, experienced electrical and telecommunications contractors. Visit esboulos.com. Reddington Fairview Hospital, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, and Northeast Analytical China Road in Winslow. Looks like they're announcing the starting lineups. know if you can catch that audio there. No, Gage? Gage says no. So I got some fill time to do here. All right, our starting lineups are brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. Head coach Charlie Lawrence, 0-2 Gardiner. They're number 15 in the current Class B North baseball rankings, dead last. They will start Ryan Harborough. The pitcher will lead it off. Grayson Greenleaf, the shortstop. He had a heck of a pitching outing against Waterville the other day. 14 strikeouts, but didn't get the win as it went extra innings, and Waterville ended up getting the win. Joe Goros is the first baseman. Quinn Kuhn is the center fielder and bats cleanup. Liam Verhill is the right fielder, and he bats fifth. Isaac Medor will catch, and he bats sixth. Peter Gove is the second baseman. He bats seventh. Jack Collins batting eighth and playing third base, and Teddy Black will be the left fielder batting ninth. Defensively, for the Bulldogs, they will have from right to left in the outfield, they will have Hayden Lockhart in right. In center field, Carl Bolster. And in left field, Braden Hebert. In the infield, third base, Jack Pelletier. Shortstop is Nolan Owens. The second baseman is Anthony Almeida. And the first baseman is Jackson Dangler. The catcher is Keenan McLean. And on the mound will be Dawson Moore. Dawson Moore is the ace of the staff of our national anthem now. Talking to Coach Pelletier before the game, he said because Lawrence, their two losses have been they've given up some runs. They've given up 13 runs in a 13-5 loss to Coney and a 12-5 loss to Belfast. Both teams very Belfast is undefeated. Both teams are undefeated. Coney, interestingly enough, is number 7 in the most recent heels, with Lawrence at number 5. So Lawrence ahead of them, even though they've gotten beaten. But Belfast is number 2 right now. So talking to Coach Pelletier before the game, he says that it's not defensively, it's not really pitching, just run into a couple of teams that can really hit the ball. He had Dawson Moore going in the first outing against Waterville, which they won easily, 13-3, and has Dawson Moore. He says Moore is his ace. He's going to be going today against the Gardiner team. Gardiner comes in 0-2. They lost to Levitt 6-2, and a tough luck loss to Waterville the other day, 6-5 in extra innings. As I said, Grayson Greenleaf pitched a heck of a ball game. He was a little bit over the limit. The limit is 110 pitches, and he was at 113 pitches, according to Coach Charlie Lawrence. And they had to take him out in the 8th inning and brought in Goros, and he couldn't find the plate. Walked a couple, hit by pitch. It was a sacrifice, but was a little dribbler up the third base line. The third baseman, Jack Collins, couldn't handle it. It was a tough play, and the Waterville player escapes me now. The player that for Waterville that hit the ball ended up knocking in. Well, wasn't really knocking in the run. It was more of an error, but tough luck loss. But Greenleaf had 14 strikeouts in that game. So, but they're gonna. Today's pitcher is going to be Ryan Harborough. He was the shortstop the other day. So, and talking to Coach Lawrence before the Waterville game, said, really don't have an ace. Very young team, a bunch of sophomores, and really Coach Pelletier's got the same situation here. He's got a couple of seniors, and Dawson Moore's one, but for the most part, a lot of sophomores on this team. Trevor Pellerin, another senior on the team, but two young teams facing off here. As I said, leading off Ryan Harborough, the pitcher. Looking at the dimensions here at Kai's Field, it's a short porch in right. That's 310 right down the line. In left, it's 325. But then you get to the power alleys, and it really jumps out a lot. You're looking at 370, 380 out there. Here's the first pitch from Moore. Ball up high. Dawson Moore works from the stretch the whole time. Oh, hit him. Harborough's going to take his base. Harborough was in that game against Waterville 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Greenleaf had a really good game. He had a couple of walks, stole a base, scored a run, had a single, actually stole 2 bases in the game. And he's the next hitter here. Ball up high. Leadoff man on for Gardiner. Joe Goros, the first baseman, waits on deck for the Tigers. As a strike outside corner. Of course, Gardiner Tigers won their first ever state title in boys basketball this year, Class B state title. Nice run for the Tigers. Boy, they had a really tough team. Ball away. The interesting thing was that you had a Lawrence team that struggled this year that took both Gardiner and Coney. Should have beat both teams this year. And both those teams were in the Class B regional final. There's a ball hit to right field, not deep. Settling under it and making the catch is Lockhart. And no tag for Harborough. It's 1 out. Yeah, Lawrence played Gardiner. I mean, the state Class B champions. Should have beat him twice, actually. Should have had him at Gardiner and had him beat here at home. Runner goes. Throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Harborough. Here's Goros. He was 1 for 4 with an RBI in the Waterville game. Runner in scoring position now. Ball is popped up and fouling out of play. Quinn Kuhn will bat next. 1 out here. Runner on second. Top of the first. No score. Moore gets the sign. Comes to the set. Kicks and deals. Curveball way outside. Good stop by McLean. Or we have a runner on at third with 1 out. 2-1 the count. Moore gets the sign. Comes to the belt. Delivers. Ball up high. 3-1. Dawson Moore struggling a little bit with his control here to start the game. Here comes the 3-1. Down and in. Ball 4. Or not. Guess that was a strike, the last one. Did you see a strike call? I missed it, I guess. 3-2 now. Hit up the middle. Shortstop ranges over. Almost trips over the bag. but gets him. Nolan Owens makes the play. Runner advances to third on the out. 2 down. It's going to bring up Quinn Kuhn. He was 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly RBI against Waterville the other day. See if he can deliver with a man on third. Lined down to third. It's going to get by Pelletier and into left field. Big turn by Kuhn, but he gets back, and that's an RBI single. Possibly could have made that play, but we're going to give him a hit. Because I'm not the official scorer, so Liam Verhill will be the hitter. 1 out, 2 outs. There's a strike by Moore. Verhill was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored back in the Waterville game. Ball is hit to the right side. First baseman ranges over. Nice play. In foul territory, Jackson Dangler. That's a tough play for a first baseman. Oh, he didn't make the play. Sorry. He dropped it. Oh, like I said, it's a tough play for a first baseman. Looked like he came up with it, but 0-2 the count. 2 down here in the first. Moore kicks and deals. Curveball down in the dirt. 1-2. Medora, the catcher, waits on deck. Moore takes a look over, comes to the plate. Curveball, got him looking. Oh, that was pretty. Uncle Charlie makes his first appearance, and Dawson Moore able to get out of it, but not before Gardiner scores. They scratch out a run on an RBI single by Quinn Kuhn. So 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. Lawrence's starting lineup brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. Trevor Pellerin will lead it off. He's the DH today. Jack Pelletier at third base bats second. Hayden Lockhart, the right fielder, bats third. Dawson Moore will clean it up, and he is on the mound. Jackson Dangler, the first baseman, bats fifth. Kyle Bolster bats sixth. Anthony Almeida bats seventh. Braden Hebert, the left fielder, bats eighth. And Keenan McLean, the catcher, bats ninth. Nolan Ames, the shortstop, is the one being DH'd for. And defensively for Gardiner, behind Ryan Harborough, the pitcher, left to right in the outfield, Teddy Black in left. Center fielder Quinn Kuhn. The right fielder is Liam Verhill. In the infield, third base, Jack Collins. The shortstop is Grayson Greeleaf. Second baseman is Peter Gove. The first baseman is Joe Goros. Catching today, Isaac Medor, and on the mound, Ryan Harborough. Our instant replays are brought to you by Dirigo Vet Care. Intimate caring and cutting-edge facilities for all your pet care needs. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. Epic View Sports Network has sponsorship space available for this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers just like you who watch TV here on sports here on Epic View Sports Network. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email him Brian at epicviewstudios.com. Harborough with his first pitch. Strike, outside corner. Again, working from the stretch. You see a lot of these high school pitchers today always, well, wait a minute. Now he's working from the windup. This one's up and away. What I was getting ready to say is a lot of pitchers today will work exclusively from the stretch. Talking to a couple of pitching friends of mine that coach baseball, they say it doesn't really matter. As a ball flared to the right side, Goros makes a run at it and cannot come up with it. It seems to matter to me. I mean, I was the other day, the Waterville game, Chapa, the pitcher for Waterville, seemed to struggle a bit from the stretch as opposed to the windup. But some kids, it doesn't matter. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. I'm sorry, the 0-2. It's 1-2 or 2-2. There we go. Sorry, Trevor Pellerin looking at a 2-2 in the dirt again. 3-2. Jack Pelletier waiting on deck. 1-0 Gardiner. The bottom of the first. The wind is howling left to right. Now it's blowing, kind of blowing in. So it's going to definitely knock down some balls here. Walk to Trevor Pellerin to start the game for the Bulldogs. Here's Pelletier, the third baseman. Harborough takes a look over. Very short lead by Pelletier. Ball outside. Hayden Lockhart, the right fielder, is on deck for the Bulldogs. Comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss right by Pelletier. Harborough gets the sign, takes a look over at the runner. Comes to the belt and deals. It gets by. It's going to go right to the backstop. Pellerin going to take a big lead. He's going to actually try to go to third. He's going to slide in safely. Hit good heads-up base running by Pellerin. He took a look when he came around, and the catcher, Medor, struggled to find the ball. This is a big area behind the plate here, so there's a lot of room. Trevor Pellerin goes all the way from first to third on the passed ball. Ball is knifed to the right side and out of play. Count stays even, 2-2 to Pelletier. Harborough kicks and deals. Just outside. Count goes full, 3-2. Nobody out here in the first. Lawrence trying to answer back the one run that Gardiner got in the first inning. Right back to the pitcher. He looks back the runner and throws him out. Nice play by Harborough. There's one away up to Hayden Lockhart, the right fielder. Lockhart looks down at Coach Corey Pelletier. Strike, outside corner. We're in the bottom of the first. Runner on at third, tying run. Gardiner scored one in the top of the first. Lawrence trying to answer. Ball up high. Dawson Moore waits on deck for the Bulldogs. Gardiner outfield pretty much straight up here for Lockhart. Harborough kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him. 1-2. Harborough got a good fastball here in the early going. Here comes the 1-2. Got him looking. Tough pitch, inside corner. Quickly 2 outs, and it's up to Dawson Moore. See if he can help himself here. Runner on at third. Harborough peers in, gets the signal, kicks and deals. Outside corner strike. Boy, he has been working the inside and outside corners to perfection here in the first inning. Ellerin started out the inning when he got hit by walked, and advanced to third. A ground ball in the hole. Greenleaf over. Long throw, and he can't get him. Run scores. The throw pulled. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. It was a tough play for Greenleaf. He had to surround the ball. Then he was throwing off his back foot, if you will, and it pulled Goros off the bag. And an infield single by Dawson Moore plates the first run to tie it up for the Bulldogs. Here's Jackson Dangler. Down and away, ball 1. Harborough comes to the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off to the right side. 1-1 the count. Beautiful day here, a little chillier than it was last week when we were here at Lawrence, or the beginning of the week, I should say. Popped up, foul and out of play. One and 2 the count. 2 down here in the first. Lawrence has tied it up at 1. Here it comes. Just got a piece of it. Did Dangler. Stays alive. Two down, runner on at first. Here comes the 1-2. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Harborough, but Lawrence scratches out a run to tie this one up. At the end of 1, we're tied at 1.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back to Kai's Field. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. Tied at 1 as we go to the second inning. Gardiner will have 6, 7, 8, Isaac Medor, Peter Gove, and Jack Collins to face Dawson Moore. Medor against Waterville was 0-for-4 in the game, including a strikeout, was hit by a pitch. Moore comes to the set. Swing and a miss. Good fastball right by him. So Dawson Moore is one of those pitchers that works exclusively from the stretch. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up, foul and out of play. Quickly 0-2 to Medor, the catcher. Ooh, curveball almost dropped in there. Greenleaf had a nasty curveball for Gardiner the other day against Waterville. Moore gets the sign. Comes to the belt. Comes the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Medor right on that. Change up. Looked like a change up. I said Lawrence comes in 1-2 on the season, number 5 in the early Class B North standings. Curveball stays high, 2-2. Gardiner dead last, 0-2 on the season. 6-2 loss to Levitt, and then the walk-off loss the other day against Waterville. High and tight. The count goes full, 3-2. Medor has come back from an 0-2 count. Here comes the full count pitch. Lost him. Leadoff walk for the Tigers. It's going to bring up Gove, Peter Gove. He was 0-for-3 with a walk and scored a run in that Waterville game on Wednesday. Outside ball 1. Five straight balls here since the 0-2 count to Medor. Runner goes, hit to left field. Left fielder camps under it. Herb Hebert and makes the play. Runner goes back to first. It's going to bring up Collins, the third baseman. Jack Collins was 0-for-4 on the day with 2 strikeouts against Waterville, but he scored a run. He reached on an error. 1 down here in the second. Runner goes. Throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Medor, the catcher. Second stolen base of the game for Gardiner. Coach Lawrence trying to be aggressive out there on the base paths. Teddy Black, the left fielder, waits on deck for Gardiner. There's a strike. 1-1. Moore comes to the belt. Looks back the runner. Kicks and deals. Strike. Tough pitch. Painted the outside corner. 1-2. Ball's fouled off. Collins stays alive. Beautiful day for baseball. A little chilly, a little windy. Right now, the wind blowing right to left, not straight in like it was earlier. Curveball just missed, down and in. 2-2. Moore comes to the belt, kicks and deals. Curveball, he got him. Way out in front of that, Uncle Charlie. Second strikeout of the game for Moore. 2 outs, man on second for Teddy Black. Black had a hit. He was 1 for 2 in the game against Waterville. 2 walks and scored a run. Swing and a miss. Ryan Harborough, the leadoff man, waits on deck if he gets a chance. Popped up. McLean has a play, makes it. So the leadoff walk does not hurt Dawson Moore. They leave a man on. The end of 1.5. Tied at 1 here at Keyes Field. Reddington Fairview General Hospital is a local independent critical access hospital providing quality comprehensive healthcare services located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan. Learn more at rfgh.net. Discover your next outdoor getaway at Two Rivers Campground, located along the scenic Kennebec River and Wessarunset Stream in Skowhegan. Adventure, relaxation, and great memories await. Start your journey at Two Rivers Campground. Visit them online or call 474-6482. Ooh, I said the other day I need to bring some water with me. I didn't again, like a dummy. Drier than a hen's wrist here. The Bulldogs, Coach Corey Pelletier will send up 5, 6, 7, Kyle Bolster, Anthony Almeida, and Braden Hebert to face Harborough. Because remember, Bolster last year, he had a bomb against Grand Slam in a game at Waterville early in the season last year. So you know he's got power. Lawrence, see if they can string together some hits here and take a lead. Central Maine Motors Auto Group, discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Let's Gage. We got the Run for the Roses this weekend. You a horse racing fan? No, I didn't think so. Neither am I, but I like to bet, so I got a couple of bets I laid down. See if my horses come in. The fastest, what is it? The fastest 8 minutes in sports or something like that, they call it. Yeah, I figured that. Strike one, 1-1 to count to Bolster. Popped up, second baseman and first baseman looking. Second baseman comes all the way over, crosses first base and makes the catch. That was a major league pop-up right there. One away to Anthony Almeida. Because Almeida, you remember him from basketball this year, had a couple of bingo bango bongos. My boy L-Dub loves to call those. Ball's dribbled down the third base line. It's going to stay foul. Yeah, the Kentucky Derby, it's all about big, ugly hats and mint juleps. Never had a mint julep before. It's a curveball in the dirt, 59-footer. 1-1 the count. What's this weekend? Thoughts from the Porch will be a new podcast. Me and my boy L-Dub. There's a ball up high. We're going to be talking this weekend about stories behind great individual performances. I won't give it all the way to you right now, but it was an interesting one with Roger Clemens. There's a ball away. 3-1 the count. Roger Clemens in his game when he broke the major league record strikeouts in a game when he had 20 strikeouts back in '86 against Seattle. Here comes a 3-1 walk. Oh, Almeida tried to steal one there. The home plate umpire said, "Nope, that's a strike." Count goes full to Hebert. Almeida, I'm sorry. He rifles one to center. Can it get down? Nope. Center fielder comes in and makes the play. Kuhn. And quickly 2 outs here. It's going to bring up Braden Hebert. So it should be interesting discussion between me and my boy, L-Dub. And we're going to be, if you want to check that out, you can go to Spotify, type in Thoughts from the Porch, take you right to the podcast. Big swing and a miss by Hebert, 0-1. Catcher Keenan McLean waits on deck for the Bulldogs. Harborough gets the sign, kicks and deals. Little change up, floats inside, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Little nubber right in front of the plate. Medor hustles out and gets him. 1-2-3 inning. Bulldogs go in order, I think. Oh, no, they're saying that was a foul ball. All right, never mind. Coach Lawrence wants to talk about that. How's that not a... I mean, it was pounded right in front of the plate and rolled out in front. Didn't look like it went foul, but home plate umpire is going to explain it to him. 1-2 the count. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second. We're tied at 1. Gardiner, Lawrence. Number 5 versus number 15. Here comes the 1-2. Curveball stays high. Two-two pitch. Outside, 3-2. Hebert has battled back to a full count. No wind whatsoever. Now you can see that flag. Swing and a miss up around his eyeballs. Gets him. Third strikeout of the game for Harborough. 1-2-3 inning for the Bulldogs. End of 2, 1-1 back after this.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net.
Welcome back to Kai's Field. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. Gardiner tied at 1 here in the top of the third. They'll go back to the top of the order. Ryan Harborough, Grayson Greenleaf, and Joe Goros to face Dawson Moore. Curveball up and away. Moore has retired 4 straight, including 2 strikeouts since giving up the run back in the first. Ball is rifled to left field, and it's going to get by the left fielder. Harborough chugging into second with a stand-up double. Ebert made a nice effort, but didn't really look like he had much of a chance to make that play. Almost better off just getting in front of it and holding Harborough, I should say, to a single. A runner at second. Greenleaf, who flew out to the right fielder, is the hitter. Quick throw. Good move by Dawson Moore. Kind of had Harborough fooled there for a second. Nobody out. Harborough at second with the leadoff double. Ball up high. One 0. Here it comes. Muscle to the right, not a play. Goros, the first baseman, waits on deck. He was the tough luck loser in the game against Waterville the other day. Curveball. And it's pretty. 1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2. Another curveball. That one stays just high. And Greenleaf hangs in there at 2-2. We're in the top of the third, tied at 1. Gardiner with a run in the first. Lawrence, quick throw. Ooh, almost had him leaning. Boy, Moore has a nice move to second base. That's twice he's had Harborough fooled. Here comes the 2-2. Outside. 3-2. Fouled straight back. Greenleaf right on that fastball. 2 young teams here talking to Coach Charlie Lawrence before the Waterville game, talking about how young his team is, and then Coach Corey Pelletier echoing the same comments here earlier today. Curveball in the dirt. He walked him. First and second, nobody out. It's going to bring up Goros. He grounded to the shortstop his first time up. Lawrence love to have that again. Get a little double play action. Throw back. This time Greenleaf in easily. I'm sorry, not Greenleaf. Harborough. Fastball. Pounds the outside corner with a strike. Line to the between short and second. Base hit. They're going to send Harborough, and he's going to score easily, standing up 2-1. Quick throw to second. Got him! Nice play by Pelletier to see that Grayson Greenleaf was too far off the bag, and he throws him out. That's a big out right there. But an RBI single by Goros has given the Tigers the lead 2-1. Popped up. First baseman, McLean and Jackson Dangler not really talking, but Dangler able to hold on to it to get the out. So Kuhn goes down after he had a RBI single back in the first. 2 down now. Goros still on at first. 2-1. Gardiner with the lead. Moore checks the runner, throws, swing and a miss. Here's Verhill. He struck out looking in the first. 0 for 1. Ball is punched to the right side, out of play. Quickly 0 2. Moore takes a look, comes to the belt. Curveball in the dirt. McLean, nice job of staying in front. I think Goros didn't get a good jump, so he stayed, which is probably smart. I think McLean might have got him. Here comes the 1-2 from Dawson Moore. Curveball, he got him. Third strikeout of the game. Second time he's gotten Verhill. But Gardiner strikes back. They get 2 hits and played a run. And at the end of 2.5, it's 2-1 Gardiner. Bulldogs will have 9-1-2. Keenan, McLean, Pellerin, and Pelletier to face Harborough here. Today's game brought to you by Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Hammond Lumber Company online at hammondlumber.com. ES Boulos, experienced electrical and telecommunications contractors. Visit esboulos.com. Reddington Fairview Hospital, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Northeast Analytical on the China Road in Winslow, and Two Rivers Campground, Canaan Road in Skowhegan. Busy schedule next week. I'm pulling it up here. We'll be here as Winslow comes to take on the Bulldogs on Monday. And Oceanside comes to town to take on the Bulldogs on Wednesday. Friday, there is a game. I'm not sure where it is. I know I can't be here because you know where it is? At Winslow. Gage will be there with whoever's taking my place. Probably TBD. How's that? Here's McLean, the catcher. Inside ball 1. Yes. No, May 8th. Yeah, I told Brian I couldn't do it because I got the recital. So maybe Scotty will be doing it. Two and 0 the count to McLean, the catcher. Lawrence trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Way up high. Ball 3. McLean, I would think, would be taking all the way here. Here it comes. Missed. 4-pitch walk. Puts Keenan McLean on. That's going to bring up Pellerin. He walked and scored in the first inning. He walked and then advanced to third on a pass ball as he kept right on running. The ball was a big behind home plate area here. So Medor struggled to get back there and get the ball, and Pellerin just kept running. McLean with a pretty good lead at first. In the dirt. He's going to take off. Throw down by Medor. He's out by a mile. Oh, no, he said safe. Wow. Woo. He must have tagged him high. Boy, it looked like he was out from here. But it's going to be a stolen base for McLean. Delayed steal. Tying run on at second now. 1-0 the count. To Pellerin. Jack Pelletier waits on deck. Inside ball 2. 6 straight balls thrown by Harborough, who has been very good with his control so far in the game. There's a strike. Wind picking up again, this time going from right to left. Here comes the 2-1 from Harborough. Now he steps off. Takes a look at his defense. Pretty much straight up for Pellerin. A little deep in center. Throw. He got him. No, he dropped it. Oh, he had him out, but the ball was dropped by the shortstop. Greenleaf. Harborough comes to the set, kicks and deals. There's a bunt. It's a beauty. Harborough has to field it, and he's going to throw out Pellerin, but the runner advances to third. It's going to bring up Pelletier. He grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Harborough and the umpire having some words out there. I'm not sure what that's about. Harborough was having to tuck in his shirt. Pelletier, the third baseman, trying to drive in the tying run. 1 out. McLean on at third. Up and in, ball 1. Ball up high. That's where Harborough's been missing in this inning. Everything's been up high. Comes the 2-0. Big swing fouled at the plate by Pelletier. Hayden Lockhart waits on deck for the Bulldogs. Here comes the 2-1. Strike. Two count. Harborough kicks and deals. Ball is hammered to left. Back, over the head. And it one hops the wall and goes over. Ground rule double for Pelletier. He put a charge into that one. Here's the Dirigo Betcare instant replay. No chance for the left fielder, Teddy Black, to get back there. That ball was hammered. Pelletier ties it up for the Bulldogs. Going to bring up Hayden Lockhart. He struck out looking his first time up. We're tied at 2 now in the third inning. Still just 1 out. Arborough, very short lead by Pelletier. Takes a look at him, though. Hit the right side out of play by Lockhart. Dawson Moore waits on deck. He had an RBI single his first time up. Here comes the 0-1 from Arborough. Curveball. Stays high. 1-1. Ball is hit to the left side out of play. 1-2 the count. Arborough comes to the set. Takes a look at the runner. Kicks and deals. Down and away, just missed. 2-2. Arborough looks. Swing and a miss by Lockhart. He gets him. Second time striking out for Lockhart. 2 down now. It's up to Dawson Moore. He had an RBI single back in the first inning. Arborough takes a look back at the runner, comes to the plate. Ball up high. Taking a look at some of the other games going on today. Boothbay is at Brewer. Bangor is at Brewer, I should say. Fouled at the plate. Boothbay at Madison. Brunswick's taking on Greeley. Bucksport at George Stevens. Camden is at Messalonsky. Karabec at Valley. Central at Orono. Coney takes on Winthrop in Winthrop. Erskine Academy is at Lincoln Academy, Battle of the Academies. And Harborough stepped off, was going to throw it to the shortstop who was about 3 feet behind the runner. And John Babst at Waterville, as we said earlier, that game has moved to 7 o'clock over at Colby. Comes the 1-1. Hit to left center field and well. Center field, they're going back. No, it's going to drop in for another hit. Dawson Moore plates another run with a double. Bulldogs take the lead. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Moore went up and got that one. It was out over the plate, and he turned on it, hit it into the gap for a stand-up double. Second double of the inning. And Pelletier, Dawson Moore trade places. Bulldogs with 2 runs to take the lead, 3-2. And Coach Charlie Lawrence going to come out and have a chat with his right-hander. Some of the other games going on today. Mount Ararat's at Cape Elizabeth. Oxford Hills at Freiburg. Nokomis takes on Belfast. Belfast currently at number 2 in the most recent standings. Interesting, I was looking at the standings, and MDI is 1-2 on the season, and they are the number 1 team in Class B North. It's very early, obviously, and it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Can't see what number that is. Can you see, Gage? So that's Peter Gove, the second baseman, is going to come into pitch. Probably what will happen is Harborough will go to shortstop, and then Greenleaf, who played second base when he came out of the game the other day, will move over to second base. And of course, you have Ellsworth's 2-0 right now, number 3. They're the defending Northern B champions. They lost in the state game last year, 6-5. Oceanside, who's going to be here next week, is number 4 right now. Their only win is against Nokomis. Those Lady Bulldogs hosting Gardiner down the softball field today. Our instant replays are brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care, intimate caring and cutting-edge facilities. For all your pet care needs, Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. Epic View Sports Network has sponsorship space available for this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers just like you who watch sports here on Epic View Sports Network. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email Brian at epicviewstudios.com. That's going to bring up Jackson Dangler. He struck out his first time up. Runner goes, and he's going to be out by a mile. Dawson Moore gets thrown out by Medor. But the Bulldogs get 2 runs on 2 hits and with no runners left on base at the end of 3-2 Bulldogs.
Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Welcome back to Kai's Field here in Fairfield. Bulldogs with a 3-2 lead as we go to the top of the 4th. The book is complete on Ryan Harborough's pitching outing. He pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 3 runs, all earned, and 3 hits. He had 4 strikeouts and walked 2. Isaac Medor leads it off. It will be 6-7-8 for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Medor walked and stole a base back in the second. Ball outside. Ball is hit to right field, and it's going to get foul. Long run for Lockhart. But count goes to 2-2. Gardiner with 1 in the first, 1 in the third. Lawrence with 1 in the first and 2 in the fourth. I'm sorry, in the third. That ball stays outside. It's going to be 3-2. Moore to the belt. Kicks and deals. In on the hands. Good job of fighting it off by Mador. Moore with the 3-2. Ball is hit to right center field. And going to get down for a hit. Mador leads it off with a single. That's going to bring up Gove, who flew out to the left fielder his first time up. Three-two lead for the Bulldogs. In the dirt, goes right by the catcher, McLean. That's you got to, as a catcher has to. They see the ball in the dirt. They got to get down on their knees and just block it. That's what you have that chest protector for. It's going to be a wild pitch though. The runner moves up. This one's fouled off the hands of Gove. 1-1 the count. Fouled straight back. 1-2. It's prom weekend here at Bulldog Nation. All the pretty dresses and tuxedoed young men will be running around here tomorrow. I don't know if they have it here. Sometimes they have it at different locations. I don't know if they have it actually at the school this time around, but ball is rifled foul. Gove staying alive. Tying run on at second here in the top of the fourth. Nobody out. Moore kicks and deals. Curveball way out in front. Oh, that was pretty. Fourth strikeout of the day for Dawson Moore. Collins was a strikeout victim back in the second. Here comes the 1-0. Right back to Moore. Looks the runner back. Throws him out. 2 quick outs. Here's Teddy Black. He flew out to the left fielder his first time up. Tying run at second. And Teddy Black played him. Right side, foul and out of play. 0-1. Moore peers in for the sign. Comes to the belt. Kicks and deals. Ball up high. Comes the 1-1. Back up the middle. Shortstop ranges over, throws across his body, and gets the out. Nolan Owens, can of corn. They give up a leadoff single, but a 1-2-3 inning after that. 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. The end of 3.5, 3-2 Bulldogs. Lawrence will send Jackson Dangler, Kyle Bolster, and Anthony Almeida 5, 6, 7 to face the new pitcher for Gardiner, Peter Gove, came on in relief of Harborough. Last inning, was able to, well, he got helped out by Dawson Moore trying to steal third. Was thrown out easily by Medor. Reddington Fairview General Hospital is a local, independent critical access hospital providing quality comprehensive health care services located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan. To learn more, visit rfgh.net. Discover your next outdoor getaway at Two Rivers Campground, located along the scenic Kennebec River and Wessarunset Stream in Skowhegan. Adventure, relaxation, and great memories await. Start your journey at Two Rivers Campground. Visit them online or call 474-6482. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. Here's Dangler, who was at the plate when Dawson Moore was thrown out trying to steal third. Gove kicks and deals. Curveball. Strike out in front on that one. Bolster on deck for Lawrence. As a strike. Fastball in the outside corner. Gove gets the sign. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He got him. First strikeout of the game for Gove. Here's Almeida. He flew out to the center fielder. His first time up. Of course, we got a beautiful Friday, Gage, and then a crappy weekend ahead. Rain on tomorrow and rain Sunday. My lawn is going to be a jungle if I don't get to mow it tonight when I get home, which is the last thing I want to do after working all day. There's a ball outside to Bolster. Ball down low. Actually, they said that first pitch was a strike. Interesting. It's 1-1. There's another strike. 1-2. Gove gets the sign, working quickly. Ball up high. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Two strikeouts for Peter Gove here in the fourth inning. Bulldogs leading it 3-2. That's going to bring up Almeida. He flew out to the center fielder his first time up. Swing and a miss. Gove pounding the zone here. Good things happen when you hit the strike zone. Punched to the shortstop. Harborough has to hustle and throws him out. 1-2-3 inning for Gove. End of 4. 3-2 Bulldogs back after this.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center Specialist and Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Welcome back to Kai's Field. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. Ryan Harbaugh, we're told. We've been saying Harborough because usually O-U-G-H, that's how it's pronounced, but that ball's ripped up the middle by Harbaugh, and he's going to have himself another hit. Two for two, because hit by pitch doesn't count as an at bat for Harbaugh. So I'm going to mess that up the rest of the day. Leadoff single. It's going to leave it up. That's going to bring up Greenleaf. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 0 for 1 with a walk, I should say. Moore with the speedy Harbaugh on at first. Thought about bunting, but pulled it back. Coach Lawrence puts his hands up like, "Hey, you're supposed to go on that." He must have had the steal on for Harbaugh. Quick throw over by Moore, back in safely. 1-0 the count to Greenleaf. Into the hole. Long throw for the shortstop. No way. And Harbaugh smartly keeps right on running and goes into third. Probably should have held on to that shortstop Nolan Owens. He had no prayer to make that play. Here's the Dirigo Vecchia instant replay. And Harbaugh hustles around second and goes to third on the infield single by Greenleaf. Two quick hits here, and Goros comes up. He had a RBI single back in the third inning. Throw down, not in time, and Harbaugh tries to steal it, and he does. McLean tried to throw the runner out. Here's the instant replay brought to you by Dirigo Vecchia. And the return throw by the second baseman, Anthony Almeida, not in time, and Harbaugh steals it, a delayed steal, and scores the tying run. Greenleaf on its second with the stolen base now. Ball 1 to Goros. 1 for 2 on the day. Almost threw it in center field. Did Moore on that one. We're in the top of the fifth. Tied at 3. Back and forth seesaw battle. Class B North foes here today. Moore peers in for the sign. Goros apparently held it back. Looked like they asked the umpire out in the field. He can't see it from there. Here it comes. Curveball, tough pitch. Moore has had a sneaky curveball all day. 1-2 the count. Another one, he got him. Goros couldn't hold it up. First out of the inning. Here's Kuhn. He had an RBI single back in the first, and then he popped up to the first baseman. 1 out. Strike outside corner. 1 out. Runner on at second. Tied at 3 in the fifth. That curveball is going to get away from McLean, and he tries to throw down, not in time. as Greenleaf moves up on the wild pitch. Now 1 out and a runner on at third. And this one's going to get by McLean. And Gardner's going to take the lead. This it's up. I got to make that a pass ball. That's got to be able to make that play if you're the catcher. So nobody on base now, but Gardner, 2 runs in, has taken the lead, and Coach Corey Pelletier wants to have a chat with his ace. Stick with us at the conclusion of the game. We'll have our post-game show brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. We'll also have our precision play of the game, which is brought to you by Chase Toys, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb Apparel plus Toro, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available in the Thorndike Road and Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. And our player of the game, which is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. 2-1 the count to Kuhn. Curveball. Got him. Yeah, he's out. I was looking at the count, and scoreboard was wrong too. Second strikeout of the inning. 7th of the game for Dawson Moore. Verhill has struck out twice, once looking in the first and swinging in the third. Outside, 2-1. 2 down. Gardner, 2 runs here in the 5th. Ball is hit to center field. And center fielder camps under it. Kyle Bolster and makes the play, but not before 2 hits, 2 runs are plated by Gardner to take a 4-3 lead. Bulldogs will have 8-9-1 to face the second pitcher of the day for Gardner, Peter Gove. Today's game is brought to you by our friends at Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Hammond Lumber Company online at hammondlumber.com. ES Boulos, experienced electrical and telecommunications contractors. Visit esboulos.com. Reddington Fairview Hospital, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Northeast Analytical on the China Road, Winslow, and Two Rivers Campground, Canaan Road in Skowhegan. If you want to be a part of these broadcasts, we've got a pretty good thing going here with Epic View Sports Network. Over 6,800 subscribers to the channel, and that's just the number 1 channel. We have a couple of channels. I think last time I checked, between the 2 channels and Waterville Athletics, we're over 11,000 subscribers. And we get anywhere from 2 to 5 or 6,000 views, depending on the game. So a great way to spend your advertising dollars, number 1, because you get a good return on your investment, and you also help the community in being involved with the local high school teams. Hebert struck out back in the 2nd inning against Harbaugh. Here's a swing and a miss. Ball outside. Bulldogs trailed 1-0 after the first inning. They came in and tied it in the first. And Gardiner got a run in the third. Bulldogs came back and scored 2 in the third to take the lead. And then Gardiner 2 in the fifth to take that lead back. Ball is hit to short. Harbaugh scoops it up, throws him out. One down. Here's McLean. He walked and scored back in the third. Also stole a base. Gove kicks and deals. Strike. Comes the 0-1. Ball is pounded to left field, but right at the left fielder. And Teddy Black makes the play. Good piece by McLean, but right at the fielder. Here's Pellerin. He walked and scored in the first and had a sacrifice bunt in the third. He's 0 for 0. Ball down low. Inside 2-0. Pelletier got an RBI double back in the third. Waits on deck. Hit to the right side. Second baseman comes over and they just get him. That was Greenleaf at second base making the play. Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 in the fifth. Through 5 complete. Gardiner with a 4-3 lead.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Welcome back to Kai's Field. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Incorporated Broadcast Center. Gardiner will have Medor, Gove, and Collins to face Dawson Moore. Swing and a miss on a ball outside. Medor is 1 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base in the ball game. Ripped to second base. Almeida bobbles, picks it up, throws, not in time. E4. First error of the game for the Bulldogs. Here's Gove. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bunt right back to Moore. Moore bobbles and throws him out at first. Sacrifice. And Medor moves up. Coach Lawrence looking to get some insurance here in the 6th inning. Here's Collins. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout back in the 2nd. Curveball down and away. Good stop by McLean. Gardiner looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-2. Strike. Lawrence 1-2, looking to even their record. Moore kicks and deals. Right back to him. Bare hands it. Throws to first, gets him. Two down. It's up to Teddy Black for the Tigers. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to the left fielder and grounded to short back in the fourth. Medor reached on an error, went to second on the sacrifice, and has been there since. Strike. Virtually no wind now. You can see the flag is limp in right field. Swing and a miss. No, Gage says they can't see it. I can see it, and I'm telling you it is. Quickly 0-2. Moore trying to finish this inning out. Punch to the right side. And Dangler makes the play and flips to the pitcher covering. 1-2-3 after Medor reached on an error. He gets stranded at second through 5.5. 4-3 Gardiner. Bulldogs will have 2-3-4 to face Gove. They haven't faced him yet. Pelletier had an RBI double, and Moore had an RBI double before they chased Harbaugh. Our instant replays are brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care. Intimate, caring, and cutting-edge facilities for all your pet care needs. Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. Epic View Sports Network has sponsorship space available for this broadcast. If you're looking to attract more customers, hire employees, or create awareness for your business, we can help. There are thousands of viewers just like you who watch sports here on Epic View Sports Network. Get your ad on TV. Call Brian at 207-631-8870 or email him at brian@epicviewstudios.com. Gove has retired 6 straight since coming into the game. The first batter he faced, he didn't retire the batter because the runner that was on second got thrown out at third, caught stealing, but since then he's retired 6 straight. See how he does against the meat of the Bulldog lineup. Pelletier doubled and grounded out his first time, so he's 1 for 2 with an RBI and has scored a run. Two 2-0 the count. Down and in, 3-0. His double was pounded to left. Boy, it was like 2 hops, and then it hopped over the fence. There's a strike. 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs trying to come back and take the lead again. They've done it a couple times in this game. 4-pitch walk for Pelletier. Here's Lockhart, who struck out twice in the game, looking back in the first and swinging in the third. He also has not faced Gove yet. Pretty good lead by Pelletier at first. Gove takes a look, comes to the plate. Ball down low. Gove takes a look over at the runner, comes to the plate. Well, it's a balk. I don't think he set himself. I think that's what the balk was. He looked over at third, and then he quickly threw it. You have to come to the set. You have to at least set your glove. You can't just throw. So the runner moves up on the balk. Now the tying run on at second with nobody out. Let's see if maybe Coach Pelletier puts a bunt on here. In the dirt, good stop. Oh, Medor can't find it. And Pelletier with heads up base running goes to third. It's going to be a pass ball. That one was on Medor. Tying run at third, nobody out. 3-0 count. Hit him. Gove all of a sudden can't find the plate. He was cruising coming into this inning, had 2 strikeouts, had retired 6 straight, and 4-pitch walk to Pelletier, and then a 5-pitch walk to Lockhart. And Coach Lawrence coming out to have a chat with his right-hander. Well, you got to wonder what the difference was. Gove cruising along, he comes into the inning and just can't find the plate. So Bulldogs will have runners at first and third. One of the things that Coach Corey Pelletier has done in the past is that delayed steal, and the runner at first tries to get himself into a pickle so that they can score the run. Let's see if he does. He's done that in the past. Let's see if he does it again. But you got one of your better hitters in Dawson Moore here. Moore with an RBI single in the first and an RBI double in the third. Gove comes to the set. Runner goes. They throw. Then he throw it away. Coming in to score easily is Pelletier. I think Medor got confused on who he was supposed to throw it to, as the shortstop Harbaugh came over, but he threw it behind him and it got away, and Pelletier able to score easily to tie the game. So a defensive miscue leads to the tying run for the Bulldogs. Now the lead run is at second base with Moore at the plate. First pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1 count. Oh, it's rifled to the gap. That's going to get down. Lockhart had to hold up on that play. Didn't get a good jump, so he can't score, but Dawson Moore 3 for 3 in the ball game with 2 singles and a double. That's going to bring up Jackson Dangler. He struck out twice in the first, and then in the fourth he was the first hitter to face Gove. Still nobody out here. This one's in the dirt, and Dangler will cruise in. Moore will cruise into second. I'm going to have to call that a stolen base because it wasn't defensive indifference. Second and third now for Dangler. Rifled into left field, base hit. 1 run in. They're going to wave the runner. He's going to score. Bulldogs go up 6-4. 2 RBI single by Jackson Dangler. It's a Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. That ball was hammered. Still nobody out here. 3 runs in for the Bulldogs. That's going to bring up Kyle Bolster. He is popped up and struck out in the ball game. Well, they've solved the mystery of Gove, the right-hander. Plus he hurt himself here with the walks and hit by pitch that really set the Bulldogs up. 3 runs in. It's 6-4 here in the 6th. Hit to third. Third baseman bobbles, comes up throwing, and not in time. Good hustle down the line by Bolster. I'm going to give him a single on that. First and second, nobody out, and here's Almeida. He's 0 for 2 on the day. First and second, nobody out still here in the 6th inning. Nobody there as Gove tried the pickoff move. Dangler with pretty good lead. There's a bunt, and it's a beauty down the line. And Gove going to have to get the runner at first. The sacrifice moves both runners up to scoring position. Just the first out of the inning. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Let's see who it is. Number 9. That's Giroux. K. Giroux, whoever that is. I don't know first names, so. But he's going to pinch hit here for Hebert, the right fielder. Popped up, fouling out of play. Hebert was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Just one out here. Ooh, almost hit him. 1-1 the count. Lawrence trying to get a little more insurance before they go to the 7th here with the lead. They lead by 2 right now, 6-4. Second and third, 1 out. Ball up high. Giroux, the pinch hitter, trying to plate a couple of more runs. Ball is muscled into left field for a base hit. And they're going to hold the runner at third. RBI single as Dangler scores from third to make it 7-4. Giroux delivers it from the pinch hitting role. McLean has walked and scored back in the third and flew out to the left fielder. Coach Lawrence coming out. Looks like he's going to make a pitching change here. The center fielder, Kuhn, comes in. So he may be the new pitcher for Gardiner. Reddington Fairview General Hospital is a local independent critical access hospital providing quality comprehensive healthcare services located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan. Learn more at rfgh.net. Discover your next outdoor getaway at Two Rivers Campground, located along the scenic Kennebec River and Wessarunset Stream in Skowhegan. Adventure, relaxation, and great memories await. Start your journey at Two Rivers Campground. Visit them online or call 474-6482. Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com. A lot of changes. I know Kuhn came in to pitch. I don't know if Gove went out to center field. Looks it. 4-run 6th inning has given the Bulldogs a 7-4 lead. It's the second time they've come back from a deficit. They trailed 1-0 in the first inning, came back, tied it up in the third, and they went ahead in the actually tied it up, took the lead in the third. Then Gardiner came back and scored, tied it. Actually, no, Gardiner was ahead 2-1. Lawrence came back and scored to make it 2-2. Gardiner went up. I'm confused now. Gardiner was ahead and Lawrence came back and took the lead. Actually, Lawrence was up 3-2. Gardiner scored 2 to make it 4-3. And then Lawrence has come back with the 4 runs here to make it 7-4 with 1 out here in the 6th. Kuhn will be the 3rd pitcher today for Gardiner. The batter will be Keenan McLean. As I said, McLean 1 for 2 on the day. I'm sorry, 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the 3rd and flew out. Also, he had a stolen base as well. Runners on at 1st and 3rd. Runner goes. We're going to call that defensive indifference. I don't think he was going to throw down anyways. So 2nd and 3rd now with 1 out. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. It had some downward motion on it. Kuhn comes to the set. Kicks and deals. Hit him. Second hit by pitch in the inning. That's going to load the bases and bring up Trevor Pellerin. Pellerin is 0 for 1 on the day. He walked and scored in the 1st, had a sacrifice in the 3rd, and then grounded out to the 2nd baseman in the 5th. In the dirt, good stop by Medor. Bases full of Bulldogs. Gardiner infield in. Outfield in pretty shallow as well. Boy, if Pellerin can punch one by the outfield, he could be running for a while. Strike on the outside corner. This one's in the dirt. Another good stop by Medor. 1 out here in the 6th. Lawrence leading 7-4. Looking to bust this one wide open. Bases loaded. Ooh, boy, that one just missed. No place to put him. 3-1 count. On the other side and of the batter, and it's ball 4. RBI walk as Bolster comes in to score. And that's going to bring up Jack Pelletier. Pelletier has doubled, had an RBI double and scored in the 3rd, and walked and scored in the 6th. Scored the tying run. What happened? You got. I'm looking at my scorebook here. Hit by pitch. Another run in. Giroux comes in to score. McLean going to move up. It's a 3rd hit batsman here in the inning. That's going to bring up Lockhart. He was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He scored a run in this inning. Lawrence has batted around in this 6th inning, and they lead 9-4. Inside, ball 1. Kuhn, the 3rd pitcher today for Gardiner. In the dirt, Medore with a nice stop. Harbaugh started the day, did pretty good first couple of innings, and he got pounded a little bit by Pelletier and Moore back in the third inning. Here's a ball. 3-0. Kuhn gets the sign. Walked him. McLean comes in to score. 7th run of the inning. Going to bring up Moore. He is 3 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a double. Coach Lawrence out. He's going to make another pitching change here. This time he's going to bring in Goros, it looks like. Oh no, he's going to somebody else, a lefty coming in. Can you see that? His number? 16. Let's see on the roster here. We can find out who that is. That is Boyd Thomas, going to come off the bench to pitch for Gardiner. Be the 4th pitcher of the game for the Tigers. It's 10-4. 7-run 6th inning here has busted it open for the Bulldogs. And the bases are still loaded for Dawson Moore, who's had himself a ball game, making a bid for player of the game. 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. And 2 RBIs as well. I'm sure Coach Lawrence said, hey, Boyd, just throw strikes. We need someone to throw strikes. Very young team, the Gardiner Tigers. Coach Lawrence talking to him about it at the Waterville game the other day. He says, you know, it's really a work in progress here, this club. Got a lot of young players and just hoping that they gel and come together at some point in the season. Bulldogs lead it 10-4. Still just 1 out here in the 6th inning. Thomas to the belt. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off that one. And Dawson Moore way out in front of it. Jackson Dangler waits on deck. Thomas with the 0-1. Another strike. Just outside the zone. Thomas to the belt. Fires. This one's just fouled off the end of the bat. Oh, 2 count still. Bases loaded. Thomas gets the sign, comes to the belt. Kicks and deals. Right side. Tag the runner. Throw to first. Can't get him. It gets away. 1 run scored on the grounder. Another run comes in to make it 12-4 Bulldogs. They do get an out to make to the second out. So Lockhart is out on the fielder's choice. Two down. That's going to bring up Jackson Dangler. He had a 2 RBI single in this inning. Thomas to the plate, swing and a miss. Didn't get helped out by his defense here, but Thomas getting the job done since he came in. Got the grounder from the dangerous Dawson Moore, but ill-advised play by the second baseman. He tagged the runner, but then tried to throw out. This ball is hit to left field and deep. Back, and can't get it. All the way to the fence. Moore going to be wheeled around from first base and score another RBI for Jackson Dangler, this time a double. He put a charge into that one. Dangler with 3 RBIs in the inning. And the Bulldogs lead it. 13-4. Going to bring up Bolster. Bolster singled and scored in this inning, and he was struck out and flew out, so he's 1 for 3 on the game. Ball up high, 2-0. 10-run, 6th inning. Busted this one open for the Bulldogs. Thomas to the belt, kicks and deals. Ground ball to third. Third baseman up with it, throws across the diamond, and he gets him. The inning's over, but not before the Bulldogs do damage. 10 runs across. They lead at 13-4 as we go to the 7th.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
Welcome back to Kai's Field here in Fairfield. Bulldogs bust open a 10-run 6th inning to make it 13-4. They sent 14 batters to the plate. They had 5 hits, 2 walks, and 3 hit by pitches. So Gardiner didn't do themselves any favors from a wildness standpoint. They also had an error in the inning that cost them a run. So the Bulldogs lead it by 9 as we go to the top of the 7th. And Gardiner will have the top of the order, Harbaugh, Greenleaf, and Goros to face Dawson Moore, trying to close this one out. I think, no, actually someone else is pitching. That's Almeida's coming in to pitch the final inning. So the book complete on Moore. He gave up, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, and he had 8 strikeouts in the game. There's a ball. Harbaugh is 2 for 2 with 2 stolen bases and 3 runs scored. Ball 2 down low. Almeida trying to close it out to get Dawson Moore the win here. Ball is rifled to the left side. Another hit. Third hit of the game for Harbaugh. He's on with a leadoff single. Defensively, the Bulldogs, by the way, moved more to short, and Nolan Owens was at short. He moved over to second base with Almeida going to the mound. Greenleaf has a single and making another single. That one's rifled to center. Just like that, Gardiner has the first two hitters on, I think, with back-to-back singles. That's one. He's 2 for 2 on the 2 for 3, I should say, on the day for Greenleaf. 2 singles and a walk. Here's Goros. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Nobody out here in the 7th. Bulldogs lead it by 9. Way up and in by Almeida. Almeida comes to the belt. Ground ball to third. Pelletier tags it. Boy, he had time to throw to first. I'm not sure why he didn't try. Goros doesn't get down the line very quickly, but they do get the first out. That's going to bring up Kuhn. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the first. There's a ball. I'm sorry, 1 for 3. Struck out in the 5th and popped up to the first baseman in the 3rd. 13-4, first and second, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Almeida took a little something off that one. To the belt. Did he go around? I don't know why they point to the infield umpire. There's no way he could tell from there if anybody went around. 2-1 the count. Hit to left field and back, way over the head. 1 run's going to score all the way to the fence. Goros being held at third as Kuhn cruises into second with a stand-up double. I don't know what the left fielder was doing, playing so shallow. I don't know if that is Hebert or if it's Giro. I think it's Giro who came into the game for Hebert earlier. Playing way too shallow for where actually they're going to... Well, they're staying, keeping Almeida in. Greenleaf scores. Goros goes to third. It's going to bring up Verhill. He is 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. First pitch strike from Almeida. In the dirt. Nice stop by McLean. Just threw his glove out there. Was able to snatch that one. Second and third. 13-5 Bulldogs. Almeida. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one. Actually, it looks like we got a pinch hitter up there. Yep. Aiden Reed. Sorry. He was pinch hitting and he struck out. Pinch hitting for Verhill, I should say. Second out. That's going to bring up Mador, the catcher. He is 1 for 3 with a walk and a stolen base. 2 down now. Bulldogs trying to close this one out. leading by 8 in the 7th. Strike, outside corner. 1-1 the count, second and third for Gardiner. They trail it by 8. Fouled straight back. Medora right on that fastball. 1-2. Bulldogs trying to even their record at 2-2 here. Gardner's yet to win a game. Rifled the center, base hit. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And it's 13-7. 2 RBI single. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Almeida not fooling anybody out there. Three runs in, 13-7. Bulldogs lead. Here's Gove. Gove's going to loop one in behind third for a single. The inning continues here. Fifth hit of the inning for Gardiner. I don't know if Dawson Moore was at his pitch count or if Coach Pelletier just wanted to get some work in for Almeida. There's a ball up high. Collins is 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. First and second, 2 outs here in the 7th. Ground ball, shortstop. Moore up with it. Throws to first. Got him. Game over. Bulldogs finally close out the inning and win it 13-7. We'll take a break, come back with the Hammond Lumber postgame show after this.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Reddington Fairview General Hospital is an independent, critical access community hospital located in Skowhegan, Maine. Reddington Fairview provides quality, comprehensive healthcare services including adult, geriatric, pediatric primary care, women's health, specialty care, surgical services, and rehabilitation services. We also provide diabetes education, community health education, wellness programs, and support groups. The hospital is located at 46 Fairview Avenue in Skowhegan, Maine. To learn more, call 207-474-5121 or visit online at rfgh.net. Looking for a career in the electrical trade? E.S. Boulos Company has a comprehensive package just waiting for you. 1-866-865-5758 for more information or scan the QR code below.
Welcome back to Kai's Field. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson in the Chase Toys Inc. Broadcast Center. Our Hammond Lumber post-game show brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. Let's get our post-game awards. Actually, before we get to our post-game awards, a 9-run 6th inning blows it open for the Bulldogs, and they get a 13-7 win over Gardiner. But our precision play, the game's brought to you by Chase Tours, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb Apparel plus Toro and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available in the Thorndike Road Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. We're going to give that to Jack Pelletier, who had a long double in the third inning. It was probably the furthest ball hit today at one hop over the fence. That's our play of the game, precision play of the game. And our player of the game brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. We're going to give that to Dawson Moore, who was the winning pitcher, but he also was 3 for 4 at the plate with an RBI and scored 2 runs in the ball game. So Dawson Moore is our player of the game. Again, your final score 13-7 Bulldogs. Will be back on Monday as the Bulldogs take on Winslow here at Keyes Field. For Gage Johnson, I'm Rick Dougal. Have a great night, everybody.
Central Maine Motors Auto Group. Discover the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle with their extensive inventory and expert guidance. Call their dedicated and professional sales team at 207-358-4606 or visit cmautogroup.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space? The Home Planning Center specialist and Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Any commercial use, rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Purpose-built, adventure-ready, freedom to go further. At Polaris, we have a history of making history. 40 years, and still redefining what's possible. This is the Sportsman 570 40th Anniversary Edition. Sportsman, legendary tough.
Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity, and call Josh or Brian today at 948-5729.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.